Another day, another poor performance, a poor result for United. Thrown away a two-goal lead last night in the Europa League away to Porto, putting further pressure on Erik Ten Hag. It's pretty clear. I think the knives are out now from a lot of fans and obviously the media as well. After last night's performance, but yeah, we're going to look at the good, the bad, and the awful. Starting with the good, I mean, the first 20 minutes, 25 minutes of that game, I thought we were pretty decent. We played some nice football, nice one-touch passing. Rashford looked like the old Marcus Rashford, full of confidence, running at his man, running at the defenders, taking him on, which obviously led to the first goal. And great to see Highland coming back in the starting 11. Good to see him getting on the score sheet as well. Now, look, I know you could argue the keeper probably should have saved both chances, but as I said last night during the watch along, we haven't been scoring goals lately, so it doesn't matter how they go in once they go in. So, and obviously for the second game in a row, I think Onana again had a pretty decent game. I don't think you can blame him for any of the goals. I think all the problems were in front of him, but he made another couple of decent saves, which kept us in the game. And only for him we would have lost that game. On to the bad. I think obviously throwing away the two-goal lead in the first half. That the second 25 minutes in that first half was it was pretty bad. I mean, the manner and how we conceded as well. Like Porto were knocking on the door for majority of that first half. Everything that they were doing, every threatening attack was coming down that right hand side, and we literally did nothing to stop it. And the two goals came from that right hand side from crosses. I'm not sure what happened with the first goal. It was like Mazraoui had won the header, but somehow it had headed it towards his own goal. Onana had to make the save, and then obviously Pepe reacted quicker than Lissandro, and he had an easy finish. Second goal, again, similar thing. It was a cross from the right. Player found himself in space and got the cross in. Could De Ligt have done better? He was kind of, I don't know, maybe he was caught on his heels a little bit. He was never challenging him for the header. I have to say that Samu was pretty decent forward. But yeah, it's just disappointing to throw away that two-goal lead. I know people are going to say then that like the Rashford substitution at half time was a bit of a strange one. Like he was our most threatening player in that first half, and Ten Hag said afterwards he took him off for rotation because we need to be fit for the weekend against Villa. To me, it's like as if it was a pre-arranged agreement that he would get the first 45 and Garnacho would get the second 45. But surely, as the game was going on, given how the first half went, we go in at 2-2 at half time. Look, we should have been 2 up, but you go in 2-2 at half time. He's our most threatening player going forward, and you're taking him off. It's a strange decision from Ten Hag, and look, ultimately it could end up costing him. Look, I know people say he made many other mistakes during his last couple of seasons, but it was a strange decision to take him off. Now, perhaps it was for his lack of defensive duties in the first half. Maybe if he was tracking back a bit more, then Porto might have had so much attacking threat down that right hand side or left. So, look, who knows? No one knows what happened at half time. Did they have a disagreement? Did they have a discussion? But was it prearranged? I don't know. But look, it was a strange decision. And then obviously, of course, Bruno getting sent off again. Thought it was a bit harsh, but you're on a booking. You're jumping into that challenge with your foot high in the air. Look, he didn't make any contact with the player, but it's letter of the law. That's a high foot like that. You're putting another player in danger. Letter of the law is probably a booking, and he had to go. But yeah, look, that's 2 games in a row now. I know he got the first one rescinded because it was never a red card, but yeah, look, at least Bruno will get his rest now in the Europa League for what good it'll do. And finally onto the awful. And unfortunately, I think the awful for me is going to be the realization that it's starting to look like the beginning of the end for Erik Ten Hag. Look, I've been a pretty strong supporter of Ten Hag in recent weeks, but it's getting harder and harder to see how he can turn this around. We're having spells of good play, of decent play, where we're creating chances, but I don't know whether it's the in-game management is creating the confusion or what, but we just seem all over the place too often during a game. We have spells of good possession, good passing, good play, creating chances, and then within 5 minutes it's chaos and we're out of position. We're getting caught on transitions. I honestly don't know where we go from here. There's massive pressure now on this Villa game at the weekend, and I think unless he gets a brilliant performance from the players and we get a win, it's going to be hard to see how he continues as United manager, unfortunately. Look, I think if he's given time, I think he can turn it around. But looking at how Ineos have been doing business at the club, they're not going to mess around. They're not going to waste time waiting and hoping that things change. And I think it's starting to look like the beginning of the end for Ten Hag at Manchester United. I hope it's not the case, but look, we're going to need a massive performance the weekend, and even after that, we're going to need to start seeing some serious change and consistent performances, not 5 and 10 minute spurts during a game and then chaos for 20 minutes. So look, it's a massive week for Erik Ten Hag. Hopefully he can turn it around against Villa, but he's going to need something special. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. What were the positives, if any, to take from the game? What can Ten Hag do to turn this around, or can he? Has it gone too far? Let me know in the comments. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and we'll catch you later.